All right, Shalom, it's your brother Jamar from the Phoenix camp. And with that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brothers that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. I'm going to jump right into the lesson. This is Proverbs 15:1. It says, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir anger. So it says a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir anger. So you gotta watch how you conduct yourself at all times, pretty much, man. And that takes practice. That takes a spirit of discipline to be control of your emotions at all times, man. And that's something that a man, the Lord, needs to develop in order to perfect his walk, man. Because the scripture says, "Be ye therefore perfect." So we should always strive for perfection. And one of the ways we strive for perfection and instill perfection in us is by controlling our emotions, controlling our words, controlling our thoughts, which will ultimately control our actions, man. It says, verse 2 says, the tongue of the wise uses knowledge aright. So you're going to speak good things, you're going to speak correct things, and they're going to have a correct benefit to you and those around you. But the mouth of the fools pours out foolishness. So a mouth of a fool, he just blurts shit out without a thought to it. And then that what gets him in situations. That what gets him in troubles. That what gets him regrets. Because everything we say and everything we do has consequences, man. So we always got to be in mind of that. Verse 3, the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. A wholesome, let's get that word wholesome. A healing tongue is a tree of life. Yeah, because when a man speaks correctly, when a man speaks with counsel, the man speaks with wisdom, like I said, man, he's a benefit to those around him. Everybody wants to know his opinion on things. So, but perverseness therein is a breach in spirit. It's but perverseness. Talking all that shit, talking all that worldly carnal mess, man. Crookedness, perverseness, crooked dealing, and that's how Jake talks, man. That's the spirit of Jake in the world. That's his speech. Always trying to get up over and under and around, but not straight. With that, I'm gonna get Psalms 37:8. It's a real quick lesson here at the plantation. This is Psalms 37:8. And it says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Let's get that word fret. If there's a definition for it. No, not that one. Okay. It says fret, to be hot, furious, burn, become angry, be kindled, to burn, to kindle, to be angry, be incensed, to burn, kindle, to heat oneself in vexation. So as we go in these scriptures, man, it's quite apparent that a wise man is hardly ever going to be angry. I'm saying there's times where a wise man's going to be furious and vexed and mad about something. Yes, there is. But it's going to be very seldom. It's not going to occur very seldom, what I'm trying to say. It's not going to occur very often. So it says cease from anger. Just get that word cease, man. To sink, relax, sink down, to sink, to drop down, to let go, to refrain, to let alone, to be quiet. Cease from anger, to let go from anger, and forsake wrath. Let's get that word wrath. Let's get into definitions, man. That's what we're supposed to do. Heat, rage, hot displeasure. Basically, a lost control of your emotions. That's what anger is, if you want to, justify it. Now, there are times, like I said, where anger is justified. A perfect example of that is Yahweh Shai when he made that cord, man. He started beating up the money exchangers. That was justified anger. That was anger for a reason. Now there's a difference between being angry, being in your emotions, and rebuking and correcting. Sometimes you gotta rebuke, correct yourself. Sometimes you gotta rebuke, correct men around you. Sometimes you gotta rebuke and correct your women and your children. Now there's a difference between that and just being just being angry and all up in your emotions. Rebuke is just correction. Some may say it's harsh words, but what does the scripture say? It says, I'm just gonna get it. A secret, open rebuke is better than secret love. says Psalms 27:5 says, open rebuke is better than secret love. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kiss of enemy are deceitful. So if you get rebuked or you have to rebuke, then you do it you do it out of love. You do it out of love, and it's done to you in love. So it's done to you for your correction. Because then, and if it wasn't love, then that's why the Most High chastises us, because He does it out of love. If it wasn't the case, then basically just let Him do whatever the hell He wants. I can destroy Him. Basically, that would be the attitude, and that's the attitude the Most High got to the majority of people out here. He's just allowing them to tally up their sins, charge up their charge account full of sins, so they're gonna pay that price, man. Pretty much. With that, I'm gonna go back to Psalms 37:8. Psalms 37:8 says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. To do evil. So that's telling you how a wise man acts. That's telling you the behavior of a wise man. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yet thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. Verse 11, but the meek shall inherit the earth. Let's get that word meek, man. And a meek man is not going to be a man that's angry all the time. But does that mean he's weak? No, that doesn't mean he's weak. That just means he's humble. He doesn't puff himself up. He's not talking all that loud mess. Because there's a lot of Jake out there that do that, man. They talk a lot of loud mess, but they pretty much fucking stupid. It says, but meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in abundance of peace. So the point of the lesson is this, man. You got to be in control of your emotions. You got to, that's a way to seek perfection, and that's going to help you in your walk, man. Let's go to Ephesians 4 and 31. And that's going to help you be better in all things, man. Learning to control your emotions, recognizing what's going on inside of your head, and processing that through wisdom. And then for that, you got to stay in the scriptures, man. You got to stay in the spirit. That's another part that you got to discipline yourself in. And that comes along with time and experience. But these are things that we got to strive for. Ephesians 4 and 31, and it says, let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. Get the word malice. But malice, ill will, desire to injure, evil, trouble. Okay. It says, and be ye kind to one another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as Yahweh for Yahweh's sake has forgiven you. So that's the intellect. That's the thought process. That's the mindset. That's the mentality that Paul is pushing. He's pushing a patient, kind-hearted, tender-hearted. Let's get the word tender-hearted. Having strong bowels, compassionate, tender-hearted, forgiving one another mentality, man. So these are the fruits of the Spirit, and verse 31 describes pretty much how the rest of the world runs their life. Bitterness, wrath, anger, clamor. Let's get the word clamor. Like crying, an outcry, bitching and complaining. I guess there should be another word for it. Evil speaking, but be put away from you with all malice. So these are things to consider, man, in your daily walk, to help perfect you in your daily walk. Be ye perfect, man. With that, I'm gonna get Proverbs 29 and 8. Few more scriptures. I'm gonna close it out. Proverbs 29 and 8. It says, scornful men bring a city into snare. See that there? Scornful. It says scornful, scorning, bragging. Let's get the definition for that, if it comes up. Salak. It's kind of slow. Salak, I couldn't get the definition for that word scornful because I got a bad connection here. But on the back again, it says, scornful men bring a city into snare, but wise men turn away wrath. Wise men turn away wrath. And going back to Proverbs 51, a gentle answer. Let's go back to that, man. Proverbs 15 and 1, a gentle answer. It says, a soft answer turneth away wrath, a soft answer. Let's get the word soft. It says tender, soft, delicate, weak, tender, weak, soft, gentle words. No, so is it saying to talk like a punk? No, it's just saying that your words that you say, they don't add fuel to the fire. They don't provoke. You know, they don't. They're spoken with wisdom. They smooth out the situation. They make common sense of it. But you know what? Sometimes even if you speak common sense, it angers people because they don't want to hear common sense. That's how lost our people are, man. It says there are some precepts for this to see what they are. See, by long forbearing is a prince persuaded, and a soft tongue breaketh the bone. So, and your words can be your words could hurt, man. Your words can do damage. You know, there's a scripture about the smallest member being the tongue, but it does the most damage. Roughly paraphrasing, it says that the tongue of the wise uses knowledge of right, but the mouth of a fool pours out foolishness. See if I can find that scripture. So, like, I don't know if I got that last part. It says, but I'm going back again. It says, James 3 and 5. It says, even so, the tongue is a little member and boasts great things. Behold, a greater matter, a little fire killeth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members that defiles the whole body. It sets on fire the course of nature and set on the fire of hell. So the tongue, man, the tongue being the smallest part of your body, small part of your body compared to the rest of your body, it can do great damage. So that's just running back to what I said previously, because I don't know if it was recorded or not. Uh, it's just something to think about, man. It's something to help us perfect our walk. You know, to help us perfect, because these are things that these are tools, these scriptures, these are thought process that the scriptures tell us how to be. You know, along with following the law, statutes, and commandments, there's also a moral code that the Bible describes, and us being men of the Lord and teachers, and us striving to be perfect, and us being the hearers and doers of the word. You know, we got to adhere to these things. You know, was that being said, I hope blessing was edifying. Was that I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Call halal Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Brothers, keep on pushing. Shalom.